So Spencer Pratt is the one, me trying to figure out how the votes get counted in LA. Everybody knows this is bullshit.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
Never presented rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's happening in California.
To that?
It's
the
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count.
You know why they're doing that? Because they're cheap.
That's how they count the votes. Yeah, no shit, you stupid bitch. That's the problem. Like, I'm sorry. Look at this graph. I find it very hard to believe that Bass's growth is flat and Ramon's is exploding suddenly. She's been going up. Look at how many votes she's been getting here with all mail-in ballots. Like, I mean, can you make it any more fucking obvious? Democrats favor mail-in voting more. They care more about mail-in voting. Karen Bass is also a Democrat. Why is Karen Bass not receiving a huge amount of votes as well? Here's Nithya Raman. So she's crying on election night.
I hope you know that everything every person in this room is fighting for in this campaign has been about building a city that's worthy of you. Every child in this city.
Nithya Raman conceded the race. She didn't even believe she stood a chance. She knew she lost. Now she's surging past Spencer Pratt 5 days after the election in late night ballot drops. Third world.
They have an election, and 5 days later, they're nowhere close to picking a winner.
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be.
Trump's right. Why would you assume that these people are acting in good faith whenever they were allowing billions of dollars of fraud to go out the door? Why would you, for any reason, take their word on anything?
Quickly, that's how they vote in California.
They're crooked, just like you're crooked.
I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well,
continue.
you play right into their hands.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You know
both, by the way,
that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. Let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the rain with you for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we traveled
He's right. I wish that he would crash out on these people more.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
And there it is. Elon says the reason ID is banned in California is to enable large-scale fraud. When you combine no ID and mail-in voting, fraud is de facto legalized.
There's two things going on here. You've got the late arriving mail ballots. You're allowed to vote by mail, and as long as you post it by election day, they count it up to 7 days after election day. That's next Tuesday. So
let me get this straight. You can vote with mail-in ballots and you don't use ID? Right. One of the biggest pollsters, Nate Silver. The fact that California elections can't be resolved for weeks is kind of insane and not common for other electoral systems around the world. Like, honestly, if it's going to take us several weeks to tell you who won the election, is a failed state and it should be much more stigmatized. It's hard to overstate how much of an outlier California is for its slow vote counting relative literally to any other state or almost any other industrialized democracy. So green is California. California can't count quickly. They can. They choose not to. I think they're rigging it. I think they're trying to misrepresent the data. There's something that's happening here, and it's not good.